Hey, how's it going? This is Amy. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome to. This is a book talk video, and unfortunately, I didn't get it done on Thursday. Sorry about that. I felt bad about that. We just had too many things going on, and yeah, but we're here, and I'm not sure when you're going to see this. Probably Saturday. Today's Friday, and so our big heat wave that I said last week or this week, Tuesday, I think it was. It was supposed to be 105, 106. It wasn't quite that hot. Update. It was about 3 degrees cooler. I think it was about 103 or 102 instead of 105 or 106 Fahrenheit. And today, this next few days is supposed to be a lot cooler, but unfortunately, in about a week, I think we're going back up to the 100 pluses. So we'll enjoy it these few days while we can. Today says it's going to be 93. Right now, it's in the afternoon. It's 86, I think. But it's going to be tomorrow 90 and then 93 and then Monday is 88. Yeah, that's going to be nice. And then it's going to go back up to low 90s. But yeah, that is your weather update for Friday, June 14th, which is also Flag Day. Happy Flag Day. Happy Flag Remembrance Day, whatever. Flag Day. Just, it's Flag Day. My dogs just came in the door. It's not a ghost. I have a light on here, so it looks very bright, but I can't see. There's that armpit again. We don't want to see that. Yeah. Dogs came in. There's no ghosts. I think that's better. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get the update on Thursday, so I thought I'd film it today and probably upload it on Saturday. Again, today's Friday. Um, yeah, so our book talk Saturday is going to be the book unhaul that I was going to do. And so I went ahead and I'm going to still do that. I have quite a few books. I have 17 books. So there's some of them are fiction, and then there's another pile of nonfiction, which nonfiction pile is a little bit larger, but those ones are a little bit thicker. So again, I'm going to unhaul these books. I've been going through my bookshelf, and there's just ones I'm not going to read or get to, or I'm no longer really interested in, and there's no reason to have it on my shelf and take up space for the books that I do want to get to, do want to keep, and I did take one out of the pile. I did take one out of the pile that I changed my mind on, because I've been thinking about this. So every time I see an oleander bush, it's a big bush with flowers on it. They can be pink or white flowered. Anyway, I read this book quite a while ago. There was a movie, and it came out, and it's called White Oleander. So this one I decided to not unhaul. I'm going to keep. It's a little chunky book. I read it. I did enjoy it. I liked it. I probably would have gave it a 4, probably close to a 5. But this is the movie cover version of the women that were in that movie. But it was a good movie. I did enjoy it, and it was a really good book. It's basically about this girl who goes into foster care, and it goes along her journey. Her mom ends up being put in jail because she poisoned her, I think it was her boyfriend at the time. I don't think it was the girl's father, because the mom was a single mother who was played by Michelle Pfeiffer, played the mom, and then the girl is Allison Lohman. Yeah, Allison Lohman. This is Allison Lohman. This is This is Michelle Pfeiffer. This is Renee Zellweger, and this is it's like Robin Wright. Yep, Robin Wright pin. Um, so yeah, it's about a girl who goes into the foster system after her mom goes to jail, and her mom's has mental issues, and it just goes through her journey at the different foster homes that she's in, and which are vastly different. Um, excuse me. Um, yeah, I think the one foster home that was probably it seemed like it. Excuse me. It seemed like it was okay. Was the one that Renee Zellweger played the foster mom. It was Renee Zellweger and her husband, whoever played her husband, were the foster parents, and they're younger couple. But it, I, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but if I remember correctly, Renee Zellweger's character had some issues also. So all of her foster places she went to, and I believe it's set in California. So, but yeah, this one I'm keeping again, White Oleander by Janet Fitch. I did like the movie, and I did really like the book, so I decided to keep it uh, on my shelf because I may know what that was. Dust. Uh, read it again sometime. But yeah, every time I see it, we have a lot of oleander bushes around here. People use them as like sound barriers on the highways and stuff like that. But because they get really tall. Um, every time I see an oleander bush, it makes me think of that movie, that book. But anyway, okay, let's get into the other stuff. So I'm going to go over the nonfiction first. Should look into the camera once in a while. I'm going to go over. So I have a set here that's actually a 3-book set, but I only got the 2 books. But I was probably got these because I was interested in doing some research for a paper or something I was going to do, and I did it, and I'm not really that. I mean, it's interesting, but I'm not. I know I'm not gonna. If I read it, it's gonna be a really long time, and they kind of chunky books, and it's Joseph Campbell's the is it the same thing? Masks of God. It's a mythology uh, trilogy. It has I don't have the first one. The first one is primitive mythology, but the 2 I have here is Occidental mythology and creative mythology. Oh, this is weird because it says 1, 3, and 4. I don't know what that means, but this is the Oriental mythology by Joseph Campbell. It's a chunky book, and it is just about mythology from where did I see that at? An exploration of Eastern mythology and as it developed into the distinct religions of Egypt, India, China, and Japan. So that's about just mythology in this one, into those different cultures. Like I said, it seemed interesting at the time, but we don't have room on our shelves for things we're not that excited about anymore, or we're not going to use or read, or like I said, there's a library. There's these I think I got off of eBay too. And this one is creative mythology. Joseph Campbell. He's a really big writer in mythology, and I don't know how else to explain. I have another book of his that I am keeping. It's cannot think of it right now. I'm wondering if we'll say it is other books in here. This is a large index. Yeah, this is over 650 pages. What's in the middle? I have to go through these before I give them away because I think I have stuff stuck. Oh, a little bookmark. I never seen that. Obviously, I didn't open this up. Joseph Campbell says was interested in mythology since his childhood in New York. So yeah. So he has um he earned his BA MA at Columbia in 1925-27. I think he's passed away because I think he went on to study medieval French and Sanskrit at the universities of Paris and Munich. He encountered John Steinbeck in California and biologist Ed Ricketts. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is the book I have. The Hero with a Thousand Faces, Myths, that The Hero with a Thousand Faces. I still have that book. I'm keeping that one. That was really interesting. Yeah, he has other things, but this is the creative mythology. This is a little bit more. This one's, no, less. Yeah, it's over 6 years, like 678. Um, and the next one I have, I believe, not that, probably a lot. I don't know. I know there's some here I got off eBay. This is, if I pronounce her name right, again, this is a lot of these books I got for research for when I was in school and stuff, and for papers or something. In this side reading on interesting topics of history, and I may or may not have gotten to. I don't think I read any of the. I've probably read partial, but this is Zlata's Diary: A Child's Life in Wartime Sarajevo. Um, and Zlata, can't pronounce her name. That's just a really small book at a kid's view of live life in Sarajevo during the war. Ooh, we have another war. This is Darfur, A Short History of a Long War. Julie Flint and Alex de Wall. This is a short one. So I should go. Anyway, it's a short one. And this one I got because I took a class. It was one of my English classes I had to take for some of my prereqs at community college. And I, by no means, am really a big fan of Shakespeare. But with this class, we got, I don't know if I think I had to get this. It was to help us with, we were reading A Midsummer Night's Dream. And this is the Spark Notes, which the Spark Notes and Clip Notes, they're really good, actually. You don't understand, especially for me with Shakespeare, I just a lot of times can't get it. And I mean, I've seen the movies aren't really, I mean, it's got to be a good movie, but that we've seen we read through this play and then we watched a movie, but the movie the professor chose this is confusing. It was an older movie too. It was a movie, I think Mickey Rooney was in that one. That was, I don't even know what year that was. 40s. Yeah. It was, it did not get me to like it. This next one is Tragedies of American History, 13 Stories of Human Error and Natural Disaster. Uh, yeah, I decided to give this one up. Now I'm looking at the picture. It looks kind of interesting, but I'm gonna give it up. It is by Ace Collins. It's kind of a glare, and I think it's because of the light. Yeah, it's like a disaster of a boardwalk or something. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's not that big a book, but I just, again, like I said, most of these I got for research or I needed for school. This one was, I think I read it. I think I got through the whole thing. It was required reading for one of my history classes. It was early world history. or I read most of it. I don't even remember. Marco Polo, The Travels. It's a Penguin classic. And it's not that big a book. Translated by R.E. Latham. Marco Polo, 1254 to 1324. Spent the best part of 20 years globetrotting from the Polar Sea to Java, from Zanzibar to Japan, and probably traveled more extensively than anyone before him. Yeah, he was just not discovers, but he visits China, goes through the Silk Road, early world history. And this is another one I picked up. It has a tag on it, but I don't know where I got it. Who knows? It's Lies My Teacher Told Me. Everything Your American History Textbook Got Wrong by James W. Lowen. Yeah, I didn't read it. I didn't get to it. Big surprise. And this one I did have I think I did do a paper on this at my history class, U.S. history, when I was at community college. I'm pretty sure I wrote, yeah. So I got a bunch of books to research for the paper, and the paper was the blacklist period in Hollywood. A lot of this was during after World War II, when a lot of the actors, writers, directors, they were blacklisted from Hollywood. They were accused of being I forgot the word. My brain stopped. Anyway, it'll be on the screen. But um the McCarthy witch hunts. This is that part. Intimate memoir of Hollywood expatriate Norma Barsman. And a lot of times, some of the writers that were blacklisted, they weren't being hired, so they would write under other names, too. And yeah, it was the Red Scare would be another name for that period. Uh, Excuse me for reading quietly. Oh my lord. Why can I not remember that word? My brain's not working. Russia, Red Scare. You probably already know what I'm trying to say. Uh, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Discuss the phrase Red Scare. And we'll be back in one moment. Do 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 do. Yeah, time's up. Oh Lord, I didn't want it to go like this. Okay, I'm gonna. It's not important if I can't remember it. Anyway, the red, and the blacklist. Yeah, it's like I said. I want to say 50s, 40s, 50s for sure. That was going on. You can Google it. And this one is. I was interested in this, and then I'm less interested. I'm interested, but I'm less interested. And this one I think I got off eBay too. This is the classic French cinema. I think this is also associated with me doing. I had a note in there, a note that says, I did not write any of the notes in this book. I bought used. Thanks, Amy, for telling me that. I found another bookmark. Oh, it's a holiday. Oh, here we go again. Remember my video that I did? I have found a Starbucks bookmark. Found another one. This is Yeah, I didn't have my coffee yet today. Eggnog latte, peppermint mocha twist, and ginger snap latte. I don't like gingerbread, honestly. I'm iffy on eggnog. Once one helping for Christmas, and that's it. Um, okay, got myself 2 bookmarks. Great. Okay, yeah, the classic French cinema, 1930 to 1960. It is a little bit of a book, so it's just a film history book. And another blacklisted, the film lover. I know I have other books too that I'll be hauling about the blacklist period in Hollywood. They're in another box that we'll go through on another month. Blacklisted, the film lover's guide to Hollywood blacklist. Paul Buell and Dave Wagner. So yeah, it's like a film guide, but it's all the films that had to do with the blacklisted period. What we have here. Introduction. Yep. 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 So it was glossary. So it's like alphabetized per movie. And yeah, it's just a movie guide. And the last one on the nonfiction is, this was really interesting. I did read part of it, but I didn't get through it. Again, this is probably for research. This is a pretty little chunk of a book. It is Tyrants of the World's 20 Worst Living Dictators by David Walensky. Probably didn't pronounce that right. Yeah, so some of these I'm looking at, they're dead. The tyrants of the world. There's Muammar Gaddafi. It looks like Castro. Um, yeah. So, the Tyrant Hall of Shame includes Kim Jong Il, North Korea, Hugh, China, Saeed Ali Khamenei, Iran, King Abdullah, Saudi Arabia, Muammar al Gaddafi, yeah, Libya, Omar al-Bashir, Sudan, Islam Karimov, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Fidel Castro, Cuba. So yeah, it's just a list of these people with what they say their crimes have been uh, in the different parts of the world. So there's like there's a section, Than Burma. So and they have pictures, the people. Yeah, so it's just an interesting history book that I got. And so that is the nonfiction. Now for the fiction, I don't have that many, but I can lift these up. It's not too heavy. This is the nonfiction I'm unhauling. And so the first one is Ann Tyler, The Accidental Tourist. I heard this is good. There was a movie with Gina Davis with it. I don't know if I've seen that one, but yeah, I got to look through these and take things out that I put in. I was going to get to it as another research writing book I had got. This one, I think I got it at Borders or Barnes and Noble. I think I bought it. But anyway, Ann Tyler, Accidental Tourist. It's supposed to be a really good book. Uh, travel writer who hates both travel and strangeness. Surrounded by loneliness, comfort, and somewhat odd domestic life His name is Macon Leary. He falls in love, I guess, with, yeah. Anyway, there's that one. And we have Little Bee by Chris Cleave. This one I got this one. My friends convinced me to get this book, and I never read it. I think it was on sale. We went to some bookstore. I got this in a bookstore in this really cool bookstore, by the way, in Denver, Colorado. I can't think of the name of it, but love that book. I'd love to go back to that bookstore. I can't. I don't know that. Maybe. Oh, here we are. I got a bookmark. The Tattered Cover Bookstore. Yeah, it's in. I think I went to the. I don't know if I went to Colfax Avenue or Historic. There's different ones. Tattered Cover Bookstore. That's where I got it. It was a really cool bookstore. But yeah, this is Little Bee. And now we have a chunky one that thought I would get to, but I'm not really a big fan either. But Edgar Allan Poe, it's Essential Tales and Poems. This is a Barnes & Noble classic. I got it at Barnes & Noble. It was probably the bargain book. It's chunky. It's got a little wear and tear to it. I didn't treat it very nicely. Sorry, Edgar. Very nice of me. And then I have a little bitty one. I think I don't remember right. It's a tiny. It looks tiny. It's William Blake's selected poems. Dover Thrift editions. I like these Dover. I have a couple other Dover Thrift editions. I have Mark Twain. I think I have H.G. Wells. I might have another one. I know I have at least 2, maybe 3. It's a sticker in here. I was interested in reading some of his stuff, but I didn't get to it. So that is that. It's just some poetry. William Blake. And we have another novel that I didn't get to. This is 3 Weeks with My Brother, Nicholas Sparks and Micah Sparks. Nicholas Sparks, he has a lot of popular books. It's a little chunk. And it's a little dirty. Open that up. A little dirty. It's been sitting not on a shelf. Yeah. So it looks like it is a memoir or something like that. First, the last one is Joyce Carol Oates, We Were the Mulvaneys. And I got this one. It was an Oprah book club pick. And I thought I was going to read it. They did have actually a movie that came out on TV. I did see that, but I didn't never get around to reading the book. But We Were the Mulvaneys. It's a good sized book too. It's over 400 pages. But anyway, okay. So that's a wrap for our book unhaul for June. And like I said, I like to do one of those a month until I've gone through all my books and got rid of what I have so far that I don't want anymore. At least this year. But okay, well, I hope you enjoyed looking at things that I'm getting rid of. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. You have a good weekend, and we'll see you back here. We cross your fingers, have high hopes. I know you probably did that when we didn't make it Thursday, but that's okay. You're probably busy anyway and couldn't watch, so I understand. But yeah, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.